You're live.
Wow. You hit a button, we're live, huh?
Yep, here we are.
All right. Good evening, everyone. We're live here on Facebook, where we can interact. A little Facebook chat here about Peyton Manning going back to the Super Bowl. If you watched it, and 70% of Indianapolis did last night. It was awful fun to watch. Peyton Manning. I know not everyone Denver Broncos fans. I know not everyone Peyton Manning fans, but the numbers don't lie. Some 70% of Indianapolis watched yesterday as Peyton got it done and is going back to the Super Bowl. All right, questions and whatnot. Already chiming in here. Trey, hi, how you doing? Patty gives it 4 thumbs up that Peyton is going back to the Super Bowl, which is representative of each time he's been to the Super Bowl. 4 thumbs up. Good job, Patty. Cosmo Peyton, yep, you got it. Broncos, Jacob's a big Broncos fan. Cameron, is Peyton retiring after this season? That is a solid question, and I tend to believe that he is. During the course of the season, he has brought his kids in. It's been a lot of sentimental moments in this journey that he has gone through this season. Yesterday after the game, we saw him bring up Marshall for the post-game news conference. We saw Mosley, the daughter, was up there in the celebration as well. And I have a tendency to believe that this might be it for old 18. Win or lose, whatever happens out in Santa Clara, I think this might be it. Poor Brady, says Jacob. No, this isn't the Tom Brady show. I'm sorry. Who was winning the Super Bowl? Oh, man, I like Carolina. I mean, my heart says Peyton, but Carolina looked really good last night. What will be Manning's legacy? I don't know that that's written yet. We'll find out on Super Bowl 50. If he wins that one, the legacy is a little different, I think. Let's see here. HGH. Chase my man. HGH. Yeah, there's that too. Anita says, so excited about Peyton going back. Can't wait to see if they will win. Have the kids. Yep, that was a pretty cool moment after the game, having the kids there too. Go Denver. Way to send Brady home crying. That's what Colts fans really are talking about. Anybody but the freaking Patriots. Absolutely. Defense wins games, writes Maria. Absolutely. This is a different Peyton Manning than we've seen. He's got to rely on defense, and luckily the Broncos have the top defense in the NFL. They're going to have their work cut out for them against the Panthers, though. Cam Newton and company. Do you think he'll go on to coach? No way he's going to coach. I could be wrong. I don't think he's going to coach. Now, whether he does something in the front office, I think that is probably the more likely scenario. I don't see Peyton coaching. So your 5 picks or something like that, writes Tucker. Robert, do you think Manning will return to Indy in a coaching capacity? Yeah, I don't think he's going to be coaching, but I could see him in the front office in some form or fashion. Let's see here. Christina writes, go Colts. Brett asks, will Peyton, spelled wrong, Brad, it's P-E-Y-T-O-N, but will Peyton retire as a Colt? That is a really good question. I don't know. I think there's some fences to be mended between the Ursays and the Mannings in that one. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I mean, the thing is, first they got to have Reggie Wayne retire as a Colt. That's the next hurdle in all this. Let's see here. Mike Drury, Dave Furst should broadcast the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm on board with that. As long as CBS can pay me half whatever they're giving Phil Simms and company. And hello, friends. Jim Nance. Regardless, Peyton has had a good run. Jim, you're absolutely right. What a remarkable career. First ballot Hall of Famer. Could he have won some more games in the playoffs? Absolutely. Could he have won another Super Bowl in Indianapolis? Absolutely. But still, going to 4 Super Bowls, not a bad legacy, right? Let's see here. Russ, best wishes, Peyton. Yep. And I guarantee you, he knows that the folks here in Indy watch what happened last night and certainly have his back. Wishing him good luck here in a week from Sunday. Peyton going to be the Vols coach. You heard it here first. All right, Kimberly. If that happens, I'll remember you. Kimberly Armstrong Reed saying that Peyton is going to coach the Tennessee Volunteers when he retires. Let's see here. Man, this is going quickly. You guys are all over this tonight. John asks if Manning had Bill as a coach, he would have a few more. Let's see here. Brady, Bill Belichick, I'm assuming. Bill as a coach. He would have a few more bowl wins. Brady lucky to have him as coach. I don't disagree. Belichick, especially on defense. That is a tough combination, isn't it? No doubt. Sandra, win or lose in 2 weeks, Peyton and the Broncos are going, and Brady will be watching. I love Colts fans. Anybody but the Patriots. Great comment, Sandra. Let's see here. Christina McFarland chimes in. Go Carolina. Go Carolina. All right. We'll see what the Panthers have. I think the Panthers are going to win that game, though. Let's see here. Amber, will Peyton retire as a Colt? We talked about that earlier. It'd be nice to see that, wouldn't it? But we'll see. I think the jury's going to be out on that one. Peyton now has a winning record against Brady in the playoffs. You are correct, especially in the AFC Championship game where Peyton is now 2-1. No, 3-1. Is that right? Yeah, 3-1 against Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game. Mike Drury again. They have fried Patriots. Yep, I'm with you. I need my glasses now. This is okay. Peyton, yes, Peyton's little boy was adorable, writes Melanie Dampier. Little Marshall was awesome. Stole the show after the game yesterday. Dave Shockley, when Peyton retires, he will go in the play-by-play booth. I can see that easily. He's a guy that likes the TV, and there's a heck of a lot less work involved in TV. Wait a minute, did I say that? Oh, well, anyway. But he's right. Although I think he wants to be a part of the front office. David Shaw, if Peyton wins, can IMS have him wave the green flag at 100th running of the Indy 500? I'm all for that. I like that idea. Let's see here. Lynn Perkins, regardless, I still love Peyton Manning. I think that's the overall feeling from all the folks out here in Indy. There's a fly flying around the top of my head. I doubt that, but if that's accurate, somebody should take care of that. We'll call security. Let's see here. Joy simply writes Peyton. It's P-E-Y-T. Did you write? No, it's P-E-Y-T-O-N. P-E-Y-T-O-N. Come on, Joy. Chime back in and put P-E-Y-T-O-N. I'm kidding, of course. Someone just types in beers. Christina Rossi. Nicely done. Good luck, Broncos, writes Tara Tony King. Who had a better career, Peyton or Eli? Well, it depends on, you want to go by Super Bowls or you want to go by accomplishments, regular season? I don't know. I'd take either one, though. Well, you can argue that Peyton's probably first ballot Hall of Fame. Eli might have I don't know, might go to a second year on a second ballot maybe for Eli. Although he's got more Super Bowls, so I don't know. Again, will Peyton retire as a Colt? I don't know. I don't know about that, guys. Maria writes in, Peyton will retire as a Bronco if he wins this Super Bowl. It certainly changes things. There's no doubt about that. Mike Drury, I heard Brady is starring in a Pampers commercial. Also put Pat McAfee as a starting quarterback. He's a beast. I love Pat McAfee. You cannot go wrong with Pat. He has the best leg in the NFL and deserves to be in the Pro Bowl, by the way, this Sunday. Dude got hosed on going to the Pro Bowl. David Shaw, any chance you can replace Calabro at IMS? Let's keep this to Peyton, the Broncos, and the Colts, shall we? Dave does a phenomenal job at IMS. Love my man Dave. All right, Manning, family is great. Chelsea writes, maybe he'll buy up some car lots and sell used cars too. Bob Rohrman. Nicely done. Peyton learned it all at Indy. Yes. No, you're changing it. Brittany just changed the angle here. Was this because I have a fly? Did you see a fly over here? Someone said I had a fly coming in. Okay. By the way, yeah, the Duke Miami game is going on behind me. And Miami's beating Duke. Let's see here. Super Bowl 50, Peyton Manning, 100%. Yeah. Try some glasses, writes Cheryl. You're probably right about that. You're the best, Peyton. Yeah. After the game, Tom Brady hung his head, seemed a little deflated. See what you did there, Renee. Tommy Lines writes, Peyton play somewhere else next season? I don't think so. It's either going to be back with the Broncos for another season, or I think he's going to retire. I don't think he'll go anywhere else. Favorite memory of Peyton Manning? I don't know if there's enough time on this one. Great question, though. Peyton used to help us out. We used to do a Star of the Week, high school athlete Star of the Week, and Peyton came. And at the end of the season, we'd do a big banquet and invite all the stars of the week. And Peyton was our guest one year, and it was just phenomenal. Couldn't say more about what he did for the kids that year, and we still get notes from that. This is years ago, and people still appreciated that Peyton came in and did that sort of thing. Better defense, Carolina or Denver? I'm going to go with Denver, but like I said, they got the work cut out for them on Sunday. So, Tony, I don't know. What do you think, buddy? Carolina or Denver on the defense? Super Bowl in Santa Clara, California. You are correct. I was out there last fall talking to a bunch of 49ers fans who had kind of given up on the 49ers because it was a further drive to go from San Francisco out to Santa Clara than it was just when the Candlestick Park was right there by the airport. 49ers have a little PR issue with that out there because Santa Clara is closer to San Jose than it is in San Francisco. Peyton Manning or John Elway? Well, I don't know. If you're asking folks in Indianapolis, you say Peyton Manning. If you asking folks in John Elway, or asking folks out in Denver, they would probably say John Elway, right? He's got a couple rings for him. Let's see here. What else? Do the dab dance. Really? We're gonna here. That's what you wanted, right? Okay. Good job, Dave. Good night. Go Peyton. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you know if he does the Payback Foundation in Denver like he did in Indianapolis? I have not heard. But the foundation itself is still based here in Indianapolis. That hasn't changed at all. So I'm assuming that he's probably doing some Payback Foundation work out in Denver. It's just something we don't hear about much in Indianapolis. Pat Sullivan writes, so where are you at the Carolina celebrations? I don't mind him. Cam looks like he's having so much damn fun. I mean, how do you rip on the guy? And he backs it up. The dude wins. So I don't mind that. Thanks for doing this, Dave. Writes Maria again. Rebecca says Peyton. Yes. What's your score? Super Bowl 50. I haven't even thought about that yet. I think it's going to, I mean, if you scored 25 points, I think you may win the game. I don't know. Tweet me on that question maybe like next week when I have a little more time to digest all this stuff. And it depends on who's going to play, too. I mean, there's some guys that are banged up on both sides. Yay, I love Peyton. He's the best, writes Patty Montgomery. Wendy Deaton, will Peyton come back to Indy to coach? I don't think so. We talked about that earlier. Front office, I could see him doing that somewhere. I just don't see him coaching at all. I mean, you can imagine, you know, someone that he's coaching not put in the film work that he's used to putting in, and he would go all over. He'd go after him. Like, look, I did this ish for 17 years and put in some film work, and you guys can't do it. I just don't see him as a coach. Tina Duncan, May 2014, Peyton donated $630K to the Colorado charities. Thank you for the answer on that one. And Peyton does a lot of charitable work that you don't even hear about. And that's by design from him, by the way. Jacob Jackson writes, "You rock, Dave." Thank you. Christina, I like your shirt. Thank you. We run out of questions at this point. We've been going for 20 minutes. We're now down to my shirt. I see how it is. Rebecca, you are awesome. Thank you. This is our first little Facebook chat that we've done like this. So if we should do more of this stuff at a time when people are at home and maybe not doing much and just wanted to check it out, let us know if we should be doing more stuff like this. So you can wrap. Brittany said, here, let me see the sign. Brittany just hands me this. Brittany's, by the way, in charge of our everything on our website right now. She writes this. You can wrap up if you want. We can wrap up whenever. Well, hang on. We've got a couple more questions. Brady Gibson. Who's Brady? You know Brady Gibson at all? No. Does Peyton sign the one-day deal and retire in Indy? This is like the 5th question we've had of this. It depends on if he wins, I think, on Sunday. If he wins the Super Bowl for the Broncos, I don't know that he does that. So, and we have final one. Mike Drury. What is Manning chokes like he does every postseason? Mike, really, we're going to end it like this. We're going to end this nice little Facebook chat on some downer that Manning's going to choke like he does, quote unquote, every postseason. So the guy's won 2 games so far. What are you talking about? Okay, if you're a Colts fan, you may have recalled a couple performances by Peyton that maybe didn't go so well. All right, so anyway, thanks for our little Peyton chat. We're going to discuss things with the people upstairs and decide whether or not we're going to do this ever again. We'll probably do something like this again. But anyway, I'm glad everybody enjoyed that, and enjoy the next couple of weeks. This should be a lot of fun. Peyton is going to be very entertaining next week for Media Day. I guarantee you. Of course, we'll have coverage right here on our TV6. All right, that'll do it. Our Facebook chat. See you next time, guys.
Now let's see if I can figure out how to